But I don't think in the way that people have talked about point Flagg or point Cooper Flagg, it's going to be like that. You might as well say point PJ Washington. You might as well say point Anthony Davis. You might as well say point D'Angelo Russell, point Klay Thompson. It's going to happen for all of them. It's an equal opportunity offense, which I think has its positives and I think has its negatives and its drawbacks. I think the positives, if one of those guys goes down, you're not just like scrambling. And then remember when Luka would go down and all of a sudden like McKinley Wright would be running the Luka offense at times. Shout out to the guy, but he was a two-way guy trying to run the offense of a first-team All-NBA guard. It just is, or Kyrie too. He'd be trying to run Kyrie plays, and it just does not work like that. So if somebody is out from this offense, Flagg is out, Anthony Davis is out, the other guys can all run stuff, which is great. The problem is when you get to a really high level, you're playing a really good team. When they play an OKC, play a Denver, play a Cleveland, play one of these teams, then who's your go-to? How do you create offense when they're not allowing you to get the easy stuff? When they're not allowing you to, have Cooper Flagg dribble the ball down and be like, all right, how am I can get to my spot no matter what. Are they going to allow him to do that? Will they let Anthony Davis get to the elbow? Will they let Derek Lively, control stuff around the perimeter when he's got the ball in his hands and do dribble handoffs and all that stuff? That's the thing that I think is going to be the issue. At the high level, I'm concerned that's not going to work. That happened to the Rockets last year. They got in half-court sets in the playoffs, and it was like, give the ball to Jalen Green, he goes and tries to get a bucket. There was not as much like run through Şengün. They were trying that. They're trying to push in transition. That doesn't happen as much in the playoffs. All that stuff is great in the regular season. But once you get to the playoffs, you have to have the killer that can just break the defense and make it bend to you. A Jokic, an SGA, a Jason Tatum that can play at that high level, that can do that. Or you be the Celtics and you just shoot like 53s. that changes it. The Mavs aren't going to do that either.